So welcome, it's Lara Waldman, the Abundance Activator here with the beautiful Claire Dore. Welcome, darling Claire.
Thank you.
Claire has been in my Living Abundance Mastermind for about 7 months, and she has very kindly come on today to share her experience of the mastermind. But before we dive in to do that, I'd love, Claire, if you to take a minute just to introduce yourself and let us know about the amazing work that you do.
Thank you, Lara. It's just been such a joy to be in your group and be doing all of this work. So just wanted to say that first. I am Claire Dore, and I am a confidence coach, and I work with or support working mums, and to really help them to kind of reduce the overwhelm, reduce the busyness and all the stress, so that they can actually achieve really great results in their business, but also feel like they are being a better mum and can just serve everyone better in the world because they just feel in a better place.
Brilliant. And that is so important. I love your work. I'm a mum of 2. You're a mum of 3. We're both business owners, and I know how important that is for the mother, the woman, the wife, the partner to be in a good place, for everyone to be thriving, right? So I love what you do. So tell us, where were you at within yourself just before you joined the mastermind, or when you joined the mastermind? What was happening for you in your business, in your life, when you joined us?
So I was thinking back about this, and it was, I think I felt really out of alignment, for one, and pretty exhausted, doing things that just didn't feel right, and just really out of balance, and quite stressed out. And that was impacting all my relationships as well. And I remember us having a call together before I joined the mastermind. I just remember being really quite emotional and quite just drained, really drained. And it was like I sort of felt like I was sort of being pulled in too many different directions, and I knew which direction I really wanted to go in, but was just sort of stuck in another direction as well. And it was like, I remember something you said to me was about how you felt I was about to sort of almost give birth to, this sort of new idea or new thing. And I definitely think the mastermind has helped me to really do that. So I was just in a place of just sort of all over the place, really, chaos and exhausted.
Well, thanks for sharing that openly and honestly with us, because I know that probably every working mum will have had those moments, and thank you for sharing that with us. So, and what would you say during your time in the mastermind, for those people who might be interested or exploring this space, what were some of the things that you experienced as benefits or support while you were in the mastermind? What did it help you with, would you say?
I mean, you drew me into the program, and it was like, your energy and the way that you lead the meditations and the activations we did was just like incredible. But what I also found was this like group collective, and the energy of the group actually was really powerful, and to come into that. So not only doing the weekly kind of sessions together, but then outside of that, the support. So incredibly supportive, and just like a beautiful energy to come into, and this sort of feeling of being able to be really held, but allow yourself to be really vulnerable and dive really deeply into ourselves. That was just, yeah, magical. And definitely, didn't feel like magic sometimes, when you're diving into that's kind of like some of that pain, but realizing that was all part of the journey. And so I really enjoyed all the work, and it taught me how to really manifest as well, and to not be pushing quite so much, to just like really tune into my wisdom, and to know that to sort of kind of listen to that guidance. I think it's really helped me to get really back in touch with myself, and definitely opened up more of a spiritual path for me too as well.
Brilliant. Yeah. And it's I'm glad you touched on, the deep diving and the painful parts too, because when we're looking at manifesting what we truly desire and activating our abundance, creating a life of abundance, it also means really sifting through and filtering through, what I call the abundance blocks. So this work does go very deep. I'm glad you've addressed that, so people know. You're ready to go deep. Brilliant. And I'm glad you feel the support of the space and the other participants in the mastermind, because that is an important part of it. So, and I was wondering if you'd be up for sharing some of the things that you did manifest within your business, because I was watching and witnessing you really landing some really awesome things that sometimes actually as women, we don't always acknowledge all of the amazing things that are happening, right? And from the outside in, I was watching you kind of rocking it and having some amazing breakthroughs, landing some gigs. And I'm just wondering if there's anything you'd like to share that was particularly exciting for you within your business while you were in the mastermind.
I think the biggest thing was really aligning back with myself and with my work. And so I was in a part-time role alongside my business, and that I'm no longer in that business anymore, which is amazing. And that was always feeling like out of alignment for me. So now I feel really like truly aligned with the work I'm doing, back with myself. So that's been really powerful. And not only has that helped me to really serve my clients really well, but actually I feel like it's helped me to be a better mum and a better wife, to be more present. Definitely felt like I've been more present. What else? I've had new clients have come to me, and like my ideal client as well, which interestingly, it's been quite a long time that I've actually been working with my ideal client. So that's been beautiful, to be working one-to-one with my ideal clients. So I've had several clients come through, and then I've also created a group for working mums as well in this time, Frazzle-Free Mums, which is currently mostly on Facebook right now, because obviously we're in this lockdown situation. But yeah, it's just brought more abundance in my business, and in my life, because it's helped me to really slow down. So I've just felt like I've had more time for self-care and really looking after myself. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I love that you've brought in all aspects of your life, because that truly is what called the Living Abundance Mastermind for a reason, which is about creating life abundance in every area of your life, not just in business, not just in your finances, but at home as well, in your personal life, because it's all part of it. Every single part of our life contributes to our whole experience. So it's beautiful. And it does mean kind of slowing down. And it's really interesting, isn't it, how the slowing down, the self-care contributes so much to, because I've watched you just show up more and more powerfully, more visibly. You've been in a magazine and starting new programs, new clients. And it's been so exciting to also witness you really rising into your gifts and your power and your purpose and every area of your life. So I just want to say that that's been really beautiful to observe as well. And this is just the beginning. This is
Yes.
just the beginning.
Just to add, actually, that's another thing is it's helped me to become really, really visible, and share completely from the heart in, you know, in some ways quite vulnerably, but being okay with that. So yeah, incredible. Thank you.
That's amazing. And just out of curiosity, what would you say has allowed you, like what's been the inner shift that's allowed you to be able to show up more visibly, more openly, more honestly? It might be hard to articulate, but do you have a sense of what's allowed that to happen?
Letting go, definitely letting go of, you know, what people think, and realizing that the value that I can bring and the impact that can make to other people's lives by sharing in that way. That kind of what you mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say probably a lot of the work in the surrendering that we did, you know, just surrendering and just letting go of, you know, old ways and hiding, and knowing that actually, to fully align with myself, I needed to be sharing more of my truth.
Yeah, amazing. And it's interesting how attractive that is in terms of kind of authentic marketing and how we show up when we're showing up in our true self, more and more of our true self. That is a very attracting energy and helps us to, you know, manifest more effectively in our businesses, which who knew?
Yes.
That which is not always comfortable, right? This path isn't always comfortable, but it's I think once you start seeing the results of what it actually creates, you can start trusting in that, trusting in yourself, trusting in your voice, trusting in that purpose, that drive. And you've demonstrated that so beautifully. And I would say, watch out, world, because Claire's about to take things to the next level. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the mastermind. Thank you so much for taking the time to share a bit about your experience for those who might be interested in exploring this space for themselves. Is there anything else that you think would be useful for people to hear or know about the mastermind?
Yeah, I think the other thing just to add really is, even though this work was only for 7 months, I feel like it's just been this catalyst to really like go on a kind of longer lifetime spiritual path, and really trusting and going inside more. And so I've noticed that my meditations that I do on my own have just got much longer, and so it's just really taught me to really dive into that and listen to that inner wisdom, and when it's guiding me to do self-care, it's like just go with that and slow down and all of that. So I feel like it's taught me some really amazing life skills that I can continue with, to support me alongside my work too. So
brilliant. That makes me so happy, because that's the whole point. I see it as creating really strong foundations that keep you in alignment and on track to actually manifesting more abundance into your life, into every area of your life. And it's, of course, it's an ongoing practice. There's always more to, you know, step into and grow into, but I'm really glad to hear you say that. Beautiful. Well, thank you so very much for blessing us with your presence, your beauty, your great gifts for this world, and for being part of this amazing journey. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with you and support you, and I can't wait to watch all the amazing things that are to come.
Thank you.
Okay.